is whatever I got results, and I'm also sharing both failures and also the success, right? That the concept, the strategy, the tool that I used helped me to build a brand and then pivoted into a community model where I have helped over 525 people to set up their outlet, trained over 65,000 people in the last 5 years. So all of those systems and tools, it is available for you. You just need to take it and implement. So this is one such model called revenue share model. When I went bankrupt the second time, I lost about 25 lakhs in the first 1.5 years of starting my outlet business. I didn't have money. I didn't have a co-founder. I didn't have a team, but I bounced back and launched 16 outlets in the next 24 months time before I pivoted into a community model. All right. So this model, you can also use it to scale. All right. So what is revenue share model? First, you need to tap people in your circle. Right. Identify friends of friends, family who earns more than 1 lakh per month. Right. You could have people in your circle, or you can create the circle. How can you create the circle? You can join clubs like Lions Club, Rotary Club, where you can socialize with people. A lot of these clubs, a lot of these forums, HMI, there are a lot of high net worth individuals. All right. So you can create that kind of a contact. So once you create the rapport with people, let's say if you already have a circle, let's say you start with one outlet, send stored pictures, achievements, if you're getting an award, or if there's a customer feedback, if you're launching a campaign at the store. So send all of those things on the family, friends, WhatsApp group, or you send it personally, but do not spam. Do not spam. That's very important. So talk about your business potential, ROI, market opportunity, your vision and goals. Make sure that you communicate that you're looking to expand to 3 more stores, but don't ask for investment. So never ask for money before you build a relationship. Right? Always you need to farm first, and then only you can hunt. A lot of us don't have patience. We straightly wanted to hunt first. Right? So that's a bad idea. So farm first, build that rapport, create that relationship, right? Keep sharing the growth stories, achievements, cover story pictures. After building a strong story, tell them that you would like to meet them regarding an opportunity. So be very transparent about the business, be very authentic. All right. So what is the revenue share model? Let's say you've pitched and that person is interested. So I did it. So when I miserably failed, I had no money. I had to shut down all the 3 outlets that I opened. So I pitched to 100 people in my circle. Friends of friends, ex-colleagues, right? So this is how I did. Clear discussion about the investment budget. So what exactly is revenue share model? So there is no equity. So a lot of people do this mistake. Since because you lack certain part of money, you bring in someone as a partner without having an understanding about the business, right? That's when a lot of businesses fail. A lot of partner conflicts happen. Right. But here, there is no equity, there is no partnership, no say day-to-day operations. You are going to run the business. It is your business. They are going to come as an investor. Right. And it is not profit sharing. If you're going to get into profit sharing, there will be a lot of complications. So that's the reason revenue share is recommended. What is revenue share? Let's say if you're making a sale of 3 lakh per month, if someone has invested 5 lakh in your business for a kiosk, just an example. And if you're making a revenue of 3 lakh, 3% on 3 lakh is how much? 3% on 3 lakh is how much? Can you type in the chat box, please? 3% on revenue. 3% on revenue. 9,000 rupees. 9,000 rupees. So 9,000 into 12 months, how much? 9,000 into 12 months, how much? 1 lakh and 8,000. So for an investment of 5 lakh, we is getting a return of 1 lakh and 8,000, which is more than 20% per annum. Yes or no? If he's going to invest in FD or mutual funds, FD he might get 6-7%. Mutual funds he might get 10 to 15% or 12% average. If he's investing in a business, there is a slightly bigger risk. So he should be rewarded accordingly. So you can calculate this revenue share wherein he could fetch 18 to 25% per annum. roughly, right? So it depends. Even you get an investor by committing to pay 16% per annum. So this is not like you get loan, don't have a fixed percentage, but whatever is the revenue share you fix, they should be able to get this much return. All right, this is clear, guys. This part is very important. This is clear, type C. This is clear what I have mentioned. Exactly. Awesome. Awesome. So just an example, I gave you 3 lakh as an example, 3% as an example. It depends. Let's say if you're making a sale of 5 lakh and if that person is investing 10 lakh, so accordingly you can do revenue share. All right. So mention the profit and loss clause. So when I did this revenue share agreement, I ensure that I mention both profit and loss clause because businesses might fail. What if it fails? So if it fails, then you can recover whatever is recoverable from the business. You can give them whatever is recoverable from the business, like a rental advance and something from the equipments and interior, whatever is recoverable, mention that number. Let's say if the advance is 1 lakh and all other put together, you can recover another 1 lakh. If he's invested 5 lakh, you can tell them if there is a loss, you will give them 2 lakhs. Be very transparent about it. See, a lot of times, if you're really transparent and genuine, people would want to work with you continuously because transparency, a lot of people lack transparency. They play hiding games, right? And be very honest. Whatever is the practical thing, talk about it. Do not talk like as if you want to get that money. Do not give false commitments, fake promises. That's going to backfire you shortly. So don't ever do that. So I raised 1.5 crores using this revenue share model. 3 people did investment for 2 stores. They want to again and again invest. Right. So what is the exit plan? Payback in 3 to 4 years time. So minimum you can have a locking period of 3 years. Let's say if they're investing money, it can be there for 3 years. All right. So after 3 years, how can be the exit? Even before 3 years, you can give exit. Let's say if you're franchising, you can change hands to a franchise. You can get money from the franchise and then you can give an exit to the investor. That's number 1. Number 2, you can build good balance sheet. If you build good balance sheet, if you pay GST regularly, banks will fund you because this is an asset business. Banks will fund against your asset. That's number 2 option. And third option is you make profits and then you give exit to the investor. All right. So mention the exit clause also in the agreement. Right. So I have helped a lot of my mentees to do it, like Satish, one of my mentee who scaled from 1 to 5 outlets using this revenue share model. So if you are very keen and a lot of people have this mindset, right? Only if I have money, I can scale my business. I can build my business. I keep telling this, money is the last problem to solve. You believe it or not. You believe it or not. Money is the last problem to solve. Money is never a problem for you to do business. Of course, it is one of the problem. You need to arrange money. You need to take that risk. But if you have the right idea, if you have the right execution plan, you can scale any business. Yes or no? Yes or no? If you compare a person with so much of money, with no plan, no strategy, no systems, versus a person with very less money, but clear systems, clear plan, clear strategies, who will win? The second one or the first one? Type in the chat box, please. Type in the chat box, please. So it is not about you having money today. A lot of millionaires, billionaires have started with zero. And let me tell you from my own experience, I went into negative, not zero, couple of times, went bankrupt. I'm sure I have all the eligibility because I have lost 1 crore doing multiple businesses. Can you believe? I think I've already mentioned this during the workshop. I know the pain of people losing money. And that's the reason I've built this community, built this company to ensure that people don't repeat the mistakes. Because in India, unfortunately, people don't share knowledge with fellow entrepreneurs. Yes or no? If you go to any business owner who's already well established, if you go ask for guidance, a lot of people at 10 out of 10, one person would say, okay, this is what I have done, this is what I went through. But a lot of people, 90% of the people, they don't want to share because they think it's a secret. How many of you have experienced this? How many of you have experienced this? They don't want to share because they think it's a secret. They don't want to let you know how they struggled because you're going to copy that. You're going to people think you're going to copy that. So people can never copy strategies. People can never copy ideas. Okay. People can copy ideas. People can try to copy your strategy, but execution is the king in business. Yes or no? Ideas are no one's monopoly. Anybody can copy your idea, but execution is in your hand. Exactly. So this is a ₹1 million QSF model. How can you reach 10 lakh in sales by using this ₹1 million model? Right now, you're in the pre-launch stage. Let's say you're working on your business plan, you're working on your location selection. Let's say you're taking 30 days or 90 days, whatever, 1 to 3 months. So you start the first outlet, the first month as our own outlet. The funding can come from friends and family or loans or savings. Right? So initially gathering that funds will be a challenge. Right? Not everybody would be financially well to do this, but you need to take that risk. Once you do that, see, even for the first outlet, you can go with the revenue share model, but I suggest you get funds from friends and family or your own funds or loans. Start one outlet. And in the next 6 months, we're launching a kiosk kind of a model. I've done calculation for a kiosk kind of a model, a small 100, 200 square foot outlet. You can reach minimum 3,000 in sale, provided you do it the right way. If you execute the right way, you can reach 3 lakh in terms of sale in 6 months. I have done 3 lakh reached 3 lakh in less than 3 months. Some of the outlets, a lot of my students have done it, but I'm putting a very practical number here. 7th month, start your second outlet. So that can be own outlet or a partner model, a revenue share model. So let's say you have done one outlet right. So doing one outlet right is crucial. And I'm sure people who have already launched outlets can relate with me on this. A lot of people start outlets, they struggle. If you struggle in the first outlet, you will be out of business. Yes or no? Yes or no? A lot of people think, okay, if I know some SOPs, if I have some basic thing, I don't have to pay for anybody. I don't need to learn anything, right? I don't have to invest in knowledge. A lot of people have this mindset and then they lose the complete investment. Yes or no? For you, your total investment will be at risk if you don't do it in a very proper manner, right? So if you do one outlet properly, and if the investor, if you've already pitched in, and if that person, if they come and see your outlet, it is crowded during the peak time, and if you're doing well, if you're profitable, now tell me, will they be sure that they'll invest in your business? Yes or no? How many of you think that yes, 100%? If they see my outlet live, and if I'm doing it profitable, if you've done it the right way, whether they'll be 100% sure to invest, type 100% in the chat box, please. That's what happened to me. People, I show them the shop, I show them how it is done. If they see the outlet, if they see the customers, happy customers, reviews, what do they want? End of the day, they would also want to make money out of this. You are creating an opportunity for them to make money. It will happen. It will happen, provided you do it the right way. So 7th month, you start the second outlet. The 12th month, you should be able to make 6.5 lakh in terms of sales. 6.5 lakh in terms of sale, both outlets put together. 15th month, start the third outlet with own outlet or partner model, revenue share model or revenue share model. 21st month, you should be able to make 10 lakhs in terms of sales. Profit percentage, I put a very minimal number, 20 to 25%. A lot of my students are making 30, 35%, depending on the location, depending on how you monitor and maintain your outlet. You can make 2 to 2.5 lakh per month if you do it the right way. Right? And growth phase is where You can keep launching your own outlets. If you wanted to, let's say, scale to only 5 outlets, 10 outlets, it can still be a good business. Like, let's assume you're making 3-4 lakh revenue, like 4 lakh. Let's say you're launching 5 outlets. So 5 into 4 will be 20 lakh every month. 20 into 12 months will be 2.4 to 2.5 crore every year. Now tell me, is it a small money? Is it a small money? And this business doesn't require you to invest on sales, marketing. You need not rush things to sell. Once you have a good location, if you have a good product, be it any model like tea, coffee, milkshake, momos, chaat, or if you have your own concept, you're going to mint money. I don't need to tell you. You can just observe people have done it right. Of course, there are operational challenges, manpower retention, all of this is there, but there is no gain without pain. Yes or no? Yes or no? We don't want to take any effort. We don't want to do any work, but we need a lot of money. How? That can happen only when you put in FD and keep it silent. That too, you will get only 6-7%. But if you invest in a business, you can make more money. You can make 40%, 50% per annum return if you do it the right way. In food business, I'm telling you, if you do it right, that's a massive money, I would say. Yeah. So, or even you want to franchise this model, it could be anywhere in India. See, India is booming. India is growing. There is no country in this world with so much of population, young population, consuming population, spending population. And that's the reason you see a lot of these US investors, Japanese investors, Chinese investors are betting on India in Indian companies. Yes or no? Yes or no? The consumption, the kind of consumption that we have in India, it's not elsewhere. People eating out is more. It is only growing. In the West, if you have 200, 300 brands, international brands, we hardly have 10, 15 brands. If you look at like Wow Moment has come up, Theo Brahma. See, these are very few brands that have come up. The next few years, next 20 years, it's a golden period for India. The kind of payment infrastructure we have got, the kind of mobile network we have got, the kind of content consumption, the kind of awareness that the youngsters have. You've got so much opportunity. We are in the best phase, I would say, in the history of this thing. Right? So how many wanted to grab this and make million rupee out of this? Yes, type MR in the chat box, please. Type MR in the chat box, please. Awesome. Awesome. So how to do it? There are two options. Either you figure out things and you do it on your own, or have a success mindset, a smart mindset, have knowledge with expert guidance, with handholding. You know what to do, also know how to do it the right way. Because you need not repeat the same mistake which others have done. In that case, your success ratio will be on the higher side. How many of you believe in this? How many of you believe in this? Rather than you trying to figure out, because I was like that. I tried to figure out everything on my own. I failed. I made mistakes. For every failure, I lost money in thousands and lakhs. Right? Sometimes if I tell you this, you cannot relate. Only people have done businesses and have miserably failed. Right? Can really understand this. So Desi Damti, as I told, use this million rupee T model and scale to 5 outlets, and he's making 10 lakh per month. Right? And Feroz, who started, is a working professional, and he's got 2 outlets right now, and he's making more than 6 to 7 lakhs every month. Success stories, Ravi partial list, Chai Jai with 60 outlets, Chai Top Up, Pankaj who came in for the interview. How many of you remember Pankaj? A very inspiring person, very down to earth person who's rocking Maharashtra, Andhra, Telangana, expanding like crazy. Right? All of these brands that you see on the screen, right? You could also be one among them. So use this diamond mine model where you can scale to multiple outlets, start your own brand, need not be dependent on the franchise to do it, right? So for people who missed it out, the next level, there is a program called mentorship program where myself and my team, we will closely work with you, help you in shortlisting a good location. It is all data driven, as I already told you, help you in all of these aspects with respect to implementing your store, achieving zero less wastage, no chef master concept, profitable menu design, sales and marketing, store design, scale to multiple profits, and much more, right? So I'm going to share food cost management. How many of you wanted to learn how to manage your food cost? How to manage your food cost? Type L in the chat box, please. Type L in the chat box, please. And how many of you missed no chef master concept? How many of you missed no chef master concept? Type C in the chat box, please, if you missed no chef master concept. Do you want to learn few more SOPs that I didn't take you through in the last sessions? People have already attended no chef master concept. Do you want to learn how to make burgers? Yes. If you want, I can take you through that as well. All right. All right. Is the screen clear? Is the screen clear? Type C if the screen is clear. And I'm going to show you how to make a classic veg burger. What are the ingredients required to make? These are the ingredients. Slice the onions, tomato, lettuce, add mayonnaise half cup, combine mayo and ketchup half cup each. All of these is measured and prepared. Can you see this? Mix them together and keep it. You can get the burger patty from, we've also got frozen product suppliers. Put the patty, preheat the fryer, deep fry for 3-4 minutes at 180 degrees. Cut a burger bun into 2 halves. Spread the burger sauce. Place 3 to 4 onion rings on the top of the sauce. Add 2 to 3 tomato slices on top of the onion rings. Layer it with 2 lettuce. Let it dry, let the patty dry. Add 1 slice of cheese. Add the fried patty on the top of the cheese. Spread 2 teaspoons of mayonnaise on top of the patty. Close the burger with top bun. The veg burger is now ready to be served. Right? Very simple. Very simple. You don't need to hire a chef or a master to do this. You can easily implement this. So let me show you how to make Mexican chicken burger. So these are the ingredients that are required. Cut the onion, slice, tomato, lettuce, similar thing, but slightly there will be change in the sauce. Deep fry the patty for 3 to 4 minutes at 180 degrees centigrade. Take the burger bun, cut it into half. You get these from the market. Spread 3 teaspoons of prepared burger sauce, 3 to 4 onion rings, 2 to 3 tomato slices. Place the cheese and keep the burger patty, fried patty on the top of the cheese. So you've got different patties that are available in the market. Add mayonnaise and then keep the bun on the top. So now your Mexican chicken burger is ready. Yes. So you've got different SOPs, right? Written SOPs. You've got SOPs for bubble tea, video SOPs. Yes. And how many of you wanted to see sandwich? Type yes in the chat box, please, so that I can share sandwich, one other variety of sandwich. Okay, tandoor paneer. These are the ingredients required. Chopped cubes, paneer cubes, 30 grams. Can you see all this measured and prepared? It's not like randomly put it. These are measured and then put it. Cabbage, finely chopped, shredded, chopped capsicum, onion, coriander, 10 grams, 1 by 4 cup. Tandoori mayonnaise, you get this mayonnaise in the market. Black pepper powder, salt to vegetable and paneer. Mix everything thoroughly until well combined. Take a slice of bread, apply thin layer of butter. This is mayonnaise, there's an error. This is mayonnaise. And add 1 tablespoon of prepared paneer vegetables mayo mixture. Spread it evenly on the bread slice. Place another slice of bread, lightly butter on the outside of the sandwich. Grill in the sandwich at 200 degrees centigrade for 3 to 5 minutes until golden brown and crispy. Keep it inside the griller. Your sandwich is ready. Yes, cut the sandwiches diagonally. Serve hot with ketchup. That's with respect to tandoor paneer. So you've got lots of varieties in sandwich as well. How many of you wanted to see smoothies? Smoothies. I didn't show smoothies so far. You wanted to see smoothies? Okay, not able to locate it. Okay, let me take you through monster shakes. Okay, monster shake, I think I already showed you. Let me see if I can show you different faluda today. Mango faluda. How to make mango faluda? What are the ingredients required? Add 2 scoops of mango ice cream in the mixer. Pour 180 ml of chilled milk in the mixer. Four teaspoons of sugar in the mixer. Blend it for 30 seconds. Layer with 2 spoons of sabja seeds. Save into the faluda serving glass. Layer with 10 ml of rose syrup. into the Falooda serving glass. Pour into the prepared milkshake into the serving glass. Top it up with 1 scoop of mango ice cream. Right? Garnish with rose syrup. So your mango Falooda is ready. Yes, as simple as that. As simple as that. Right? Just give me a minute. Let me see what else I can show you. How many of you wanted to check one more variety of tea or coffee? Type tea if you wanted to check. Type tea if you wanted to check. Sure, sure. So let me show you one pasta and then I'll get into tea. Is that fine? One variety of pasta. How to make peri peri pasta? Boil pasta on the water with some slight butter. In the pan, heat it, add garlic and saute for 30 seconds. Add onions, add capsicum. Saute for 2 minutes until slightly soft. Add maida and mix well for 1 minute. Do not make it brown. Low flame. Slowly pour warm milk while whisking to avoid lumps. Slowly pour in warm milk and make it with this consistency. Once the sauce thickens, add peri peri masala. Add chili flakes. Salt and pepper. Stir in cheese and cream until smooth. Now add the boiled pasta and mix it gently to simmer for 2 minutes. Serve hot with extra sprinkle of peri peri masala and cheese on the top. Yes. So these products sometimes it could be complicated, but with these SOPs, you can make it very simple, right? And tea variety, which one can I show? Okay, let me show you cardamom. Add 50 ml of water. Boil for 20 seconds, 800 induction or medium flame on stove. See, all these are measured and prepared. Everything, every SOP, it is all measured and prepared. So if you measure and prepare, you don't need to be dependent on a chef or a master. And there is a step-by-step process on how to make it. Always add flavor to the water first, be it ginger or cardamom or cinnamon or any flavor. Always add it to the water first. It should get extracted in the water. Then add tea powder. Add 3 grams of tea powder. You've got measuring tools, measuring jars. Boil for 30 seconds, 800 induction, medium flame and stove. Add 50 ml of milk. So this is a 50 ml measure. Now add 4 to 6 grams of sugar, depending on the sweetness level. Boil for 50 seconds again, 800 induction, medium flame and stove. So this is a method to make step-by-step process like 1 cup, 3 cup, 5 cup up to the 6, 7 cups. So there is a bulk method of making this. There is a bulk method of making tea, where you can prepare it in batches. So that SOP, I may not be able to take you through in the interest of time because it's a very lengthy process. and then your cardamom tea is done. Yes, yes, yes. We can use both induction and gas stove depending on how you want to do it. Let's say some of these SOPs are shot inside the tech parks. That's the reason we have done using the induction thing. All right, let me also show coffee. So, how to make this coffee decoction and the filter coffee. So, there is a filter coffee decoction maker like this, which is available in the market. There are different brands like Gemini, Pradeep. Pour 1 liter of normal water into the decoction maker. Take out this container, take out the lid top thing where coffee powder will be stored. This is a weighing machine. So measure and put the coffee powder there, ideally 150 to 200 grams, depending on the thickness level. Add sugar for getting caramelized. And then keep it in the coffee maker. Now switch it on. Wait for 10 minutes to drain hot water. So it will drain hot water from the top. Can you see this? Can you see this? And when it is poured on the top of the coffee powder, you will get the coffee decoction. The bottom. Now take 30 ml. So this is the 30-60 measure which we use. Add 30 ml of decoction. To that, add 70 ml of milk, which is hot. Always use hot milk. Your filter coffee is ready. Yes, yes, yes. So you've got SOPs to make black tea, lemon tea, and all of that. So how many of you think, wow, you've got so many SOPs, you can implement that for your brand? You don't need to hire a chef or a master to do this. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, exactly, 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 exactly. So you've got close to 200 recipes that we have got it in the written format, right? I just quickly show that to you. See, you've got so many recipes in the written format as well. Let's say for vada pav, wraps, right? And for rolls, fried chicken, sandwich, lassi, pav bhaji, burger, chaat, faluda, waffle, pizza, sundae, mojito, milkshake, fresh juice, monster shake, right? You've got so much that you can launch any quick service food business. Yes or no? How many of you feeling confident? Yes, if I have a system like this, I should be able to launch my own brand without any dependence on a franchise. Yes, exactly, exactly. So, how do you wanted to check more systems? I already showed you the last couple of sessions. Do you want to check more templates, detailed templates, which are also in the part of our mentorship program? How many of you want to check so that I can share? Type C in the chat box, please. Type C if you want, I can share. Yes. How will you change your entire business? How will it make your life easy? Because you don't need to do everything from scratch, isn't it? Exactly. Exactly. So this is simple electrical load calculation. See, the kind of detailing we have done at any stage, wherever you face difficulty, these systems are going to make your life easy. See, this is an electrical load calculation which is used to plan your electrical wiring. Because if you don't plan your electrical load, you'll face short circuit, right? So, what are all the electrical items that could typically be in a quick service food outlet, like wall fan, Wi-Fi router, a CCTV camera? What is the typical wattage, and for what it is used? Induction cooktop, 2200 watts, water heater, chest freezer, boilers, computer, thermal printer, mixer, coffee decoction maker, if you have a speaker there, LED signage board, split AC, card swipe machine, hand dryer, under counter refrigerator, display warmer, OTG, baking oven, blender, dishwasher, rice cooker, electrical sandwich griller, insect killer, ambient or decorative light, cold Main Mary, right? So, some of these are optional, some of these are mandatory. So assume you have all of these equipments. Based on these equipment only, you need to plan the wiring. For people who don't know this technical thing, wire load is not the wire that you install. If it is not capable enough to handle this load, then you'll have short circuit. And if you don't have idea, if you don't tell this to your electrician, of course, electrician might know, but if you have a clear info like this, you can definitely plan your electrical load properly. It's a very simple thing. It's a very simple, very, very powerful, because it will help you save a lot of time. Because see, if the customer is waiting and if there is a sudden short circuit, you're going to lose that customer, right? If it happens on and off, and if you're not there at the outlet, it's very hard, right? So the menu design for different models like cafe, we've got preset menus with respect to the models. Let's say for cafe, what could be the model? What could be the menu? Because we have done our own work, we know what works for different model, and we have got preset menus for, let's say, for cafe, for chat, models for chat. Let's say you're launching a small cart or counter. What are all the items you can have? Because you can't add too many items if there is very small space. Kiosk model, what menu items? QSR, what menu items you can have? Because based on the space only, you can have your menu. Fried chicken, let's say for fried chicken, what kind of models you can have and what kind of menu items you can launch. Milkshake, model 1, model 2, depending on the outlet format, it will change. And for momos, waffles, tea, coffee, right? Waffle, what kind of models are there? This is for quick service food business, not for restaurants and stuff, right? All right. So I think I already showed you this, but like equipment detailing, right? For different models, let's say for a chart outlet, what are the equipments required and for what purpose? See, all of this is given along with the images. Can you see this? What is a mixing bowl? If you don't come from this industry, you will not know what is a mixing bowl. Frying pan, plates, right? Squeeze bottle, serving tray, water jug, water glass, glass rack, weighing machine, squeezer, long spoon, right? So similarly for menu wise, let's say for tea varieties, coffee varieties, milk varieties, to make these varieties, what equipments are required? So you will end up buying the right equipments. You will not end up stocking items that are not required, equipments that are not required. Yes or no? If you go to a franchise, sometimes these franchise, what they do is they dump you with things that you don't require. Right? So you just need to ensure that whatever is required for the menu, you need to buy. Else that is not required. You don't need to invest money in equipment that you're not going to use. Right? So this will help you understand what kind of equipments are required. You might have these equipments sometimes at home. You can use that. You can even buy second-hand products. Right? Okay. So let's say for milkshake, what are the equipments and stuff. I have the complete master sheet menu items like fresh juices, milkshake, mojitos, sundaes, waffle, sandwiches, pizza, chat, fried chicken, momos. So you can launch any quick service business using this. Even if you have a new concept, these equipments will help you understand what kind of the list will help you understand what kind of equipments you want, isn't it? How many of you think this will help you save minimum 30,000 rupees? Right, by showing this picture, you can itself purchase. Of course, we've got vendor details, and we've got vendor tie-ups, vendors tie-up, because you don't need to do groundwork to source like products like frozen products, as I told you, the burger preparation, the burger patty and stuff. All of this they could supply across pan India. See, all of these vendors. If you want to do this on your own, you're going to spend a lot of time. Sometimes you might end up buying products which are not good, and pricing will not be great. Right? You need to understand when it comes to raw material procurement, you need to buy at the right price, also the right quality. Both are important, right? Let's say for tea powder, we've got so many vendors, like close to 10 plus vendors, coffee powder, ready to eat products, frozen products, flask, and your regional availability of snack service providers like billing system, legal, right? If you want to do documentation, automated machines, signage, you've got a lot of vendors, and you've got different vendors with respect to these products, right? And we keep updating this. It's not like a one-time thing. So once you're in the community, and all these templates will be added up. Yes. Awesome. So you've got more such systems. In the interest of time, I may not be able to take you through it much with respect to store design. You've got 2D, 3D templates where you can use this and design your outlet accordingly. You don't need to go to an architect. These all preset templates which is given to you. Of course, you will have a team hand when it comes to executing this. All right. So how many of you think this will make a big difference? Yes. How many of you think this will make a big difference? Type big in the chat box, please. Type big in the chat box, please. Yes. Awesome. So I will talk about the mentorship program the later part of the session. So stay connected. We've been getting multiple requests to consider application. We might open up few slots, but I will take you through it later. All right. So now store design. So a lot of people, they end up spending more, end up losing money when it comes to store design, right? So do it right. So please follow this, right? So elements of a best store design. It should have bright appearance. Inviting interior and exterior, and it should have visible signage. Right. So signage is very, very important. If you don't have proper signage, people may not be able to discover you. Right. It should look clean, and it should have a comfortable work environment. So best store design, it should have bright appearance, inviting interior and exterior. Signage should be visible, should look clean, and comfortable work environment. Right? Why comfortable work environment? It's not about the aesthetics of the store. Your outlet should be designed in such a way that your employees are comfortable working there. So, in my own experience, that was my second outlet after we revamped. So that outlet was done in a container, and the workspace was very cramped. We didn't take that into consideration when we designed. In the first 6 months, we had about 15 people who came and went. 15 people. We couldn't understand why they're coming, they're going. So the problem with the outlet design itself, the work, the environment, The workspace was not convenient. That's the reason they come, they leave. And after we fix it, we were able to control attrition. It's hard to believe, but that's the truth, right? So, outlet design, store design is not just about aesthetics. You need to ensure that you give the comfortable work environment. All right. So, store design guidelines. 2D and 3D layout. 2D, of course, mandatory. Once when you do 2D, you can give your interior person or carpenter or electrician and tell them that this is what is required, right? So this is where the wash basin is going to come. This is where the microwave is going to come. So only when you give those details, they will be able to design your outlet accordingly. 3D not mandatory, but if you have 3D, well and good. Right? I'm also going to show you 3D how to use ChatGPT and get 3D. Right? Like I showed you logo design using AI. Flooring, vinyl flooring. If you don't have vinyl, if the tile is good, go with tile. Carpentry, clearly understand the carpenter requirements like storage requirements. So you need to have sufficient storage requirements to preserve products properly. All the raw materials should be preserved properly because see, when it comes to food, we need to have we need to deal with utmost care because the moment it is spoiled, and you're going to lose that reputation. You have to be very, very careful when it comes to preserving these raw materials and food preparation, right? So to ensure that you keep the place neat and clean, you need to have proper storage requirements. Like false ceiling, if you require, you put it, or else you can have an open ceiling and building counter with respect to carpentry. Painting, use mild colors, preferably white or beige. Do not go with too dark colors. You can have the ceiling dark color, but if you're having a different concept like cafe kind of a thing, yeah, of course, you can go with dark colors, but too dark will make it not attractive. Electrical layout, plan how many bulbs you wanted to put it, and exhaust points. Where are the exhaust points going to come? AC and fan points, microwave, freezer, display warmer. So all of this you point out properly, right? Only when you point out properly, electrician will be able to give that appropriate facility, the switches to use those electrical appliances. All right. Furniture plan used. You can go with standing tables, SS, MS, or wooden. SS tables are preferable because resale value is good. If you don't have that space, you can go for standing tables. If you have space, you can go for tables and chairs. So work area, always cover it up with the tile up to 4 to 4.5 feet because you are making food all the time at the outlet. All right. If you're making food all the time, then your wall is bound to get dirty. All right. So ensure that you have the style facility or use oil paint, washable paint, so that you can clean the outlet on a daily basis. If you want to clean, it should be, you should have the provision to clean it regularly. Exhaust facility, proper aeration should be there inside the outlet because you're preparing food all the time. There is so much of heat inside. Should be easy to maintain and clean. Wash area to be at the corner always, right? Do not keep it in the middle because when you wash vessels, it will spill over the food. So it should always be at the corner, right? Store design guidelines. What did we saw? 2D and 3D layout, flooring, carpentry, painting, use mild colors, plan for electrical points, electrical layout, furniture plan. You can go with standing tables. People can stand and have food. It's a quick service format, right? You may not need to give tables and chairs all the time if it's a smaller place. And work area, tile coverage up to 4 to 4.5 feet, oil paint washable, exhaust facility should be easy to maintain and clean, wash area to be at the corner. Guys, are you all with me on this? I know a lot of times it is overwhelming. Right? We have reached the final stage. So we have few more minutes. So please ensure that you are with me on this. Type with you in the chat box, please. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Awesome. So pre-planning checklist, plan your menu items before you design your store because based on the menu only, you need to design your kitchen space, what kind of model you wanted to start, whether you have beverages, snacks, and the outlet format, whether it's a kiosk, express, whatever is it, whatever is your model. Brand colors, don't go with more than 3 colors and get the complete list of equipments. As I showed you, have the complete list of equipment with specifications, electrical load calculation as you showed you, because this is very important to plan your electrical layout inside 3D, 2D plan. All right. So hacks to design the workspace. There are two options. Either you can go with an open kitchen or a covered kitchen. Prefer SS products over MS. So there will be rusting issues with MS. Iron resale value is good with SS. Right. So while I cover this, we will try to put up a prompt. ChatGPT. How many of you know ChatGPT? How many of you know ChatGPT? Type C if you know ChatGPT. I'm going to use ChatGPT and get store design. How many of you are eager to get that? How many of you are eager to get that? Awesome. Just give me a minute. Let me just show you how to put up the prompts. We've already generated these prompts. See, we have our research team, ops team. We keep updating these templates. Can you see this? This is a design prompt. I have uploaded one of my mentees picture here, and then I've given this prompt. I've uploaded a blank image of my commercial place. Please help me design a functional aesthetic store layout based on the following requirements. Space type cafe, approximate size 300 square foot. Customer seating, I can change it to, okay, 10. Store size, I will change it to 200. Okay, key requirements like espresso drink station, billing display counter, bakery display unit, working counter, wash area, storage and utility section, electrical point, design style preferences like modern, minimal, rustic wood, cozy European, furniture preference. All right, so use the uploaded image and as the base to suggest 2D and 3D. Okay, so I've shared this prompt. It will take some time. Let it generate. So meanwhile, I will complete them and then we'll see the picture, see the 3D model. All right. So prefer SS products over MS because there will be rusting issues with MS and resale value will be good with SS. Space management. See, this is not a proper 2D, but you can also use Canva and design like this because see, if you don't want to go to an architect or if you don't want to do your own 2D, you can use Canva, at least specify all the requirements and then you can give it, right? So there should be at least 3 feet gap between the front and back work tables. What is 3 feet gap? So let's say if there are 2 working tables. Say here you see, I'm sorry, so I think I missed this. Okay, so there are 2 options. Sorry. There could be open kitchen if it's a very small format. It could be open kitchen like this, or it could be covered kitchen like this. If it's slightly bigger space like 300 square foot, the 2 options you can decide depending on the space. So this Canva thing, if you look at this is for 400 square foot. Entrance is 10 feet and depth is 40 feet. And here there are live counters. Can you see? You've got bill counter, sandwich counter, that counter, juice counter, coffee counter inside. So inside this is an open kitchen where you've got coffee counter. Beside that, you have a sandwich counter. So this particular gap between the working table should be at least 3 feet. If there are 2 people working near to this working table, so they should be able to circle around and then move, right? For the 3, because I've done that mistake, right? Without knowing it, and we have to rework on all of these things. That's the reason I'm telling you this 3 feet gap between the tables are required. And allocate 4x4 space menu for each vertical menu addition. Let's say you're launching a cafe and you're launching multiple products like chat, sandwich, milkshake, coffee. You need to allocate working space for each vertical menu, right? Not just you design all the menu and say, okay, do this in the kitchen. And people are not going to be comfortable doing this, okay? So allocate at least 16 square foot for each vertical menu addition. All right. So what did we saw with respect to hacks to design the workspace? Two options: open kitchen, covered kitchen. Prefer SS products over MS. Rusting issues will be there, so go with the SS stainless steel products. Resale value is good because once you buy a product for 10,000, you can always sell it back at 6-7,000 rupees, right? So space management, at least 3 feet gap between the front and back work tables. Allocate 4x4 space for each vertical menu addition. That's with hacks to design workspace. Pre-planning checklist based on your menu items you need to design. So finalize your menu before you start your work with respect to store design. A lot of people do this backwards. They design the store and then they'll figure out what menu to add. I also did that mistake. So don't do that. Finalize the menu and then design your kitchen. Outlet format, brand colors, because you'll keep doing a lot of rework if you don't do it properly. You will end up losing a lot of money also. I'm sure people have already launched outlets, understand this better. Equipment list specification, 3D 2D plan, and electrical load. And store design guidelines, 2D 3D layout, flooring, carpentry, painting, electrical layout, furniture plan, and work area. All right, so let me see. Okay, the chat GPT thing. Boom. How many of you think this is wow? How many of you think this is wow? Which picture I gave it? Do you remember the picture that I gave? The prompt that I gave? You've got a 3D plan and also rough. There's not a 2D, but a description of it. The outlet is designed for a cafe. How many of you feel this is wow? I gave the prompt and actually gave this a neat design. Yes, yes. So you can use, if you know to use these tools, definitely you can also create designs like this. See, this is a image that I shared. This, for this image, it has created this design, right? You don't need to go to an architect to do this, provided you need to know how to use these prompts, put these prompts, right? Awesome. So now with the store design, I have another case study of one of my students who launched a unique concept with a good store design. How many of you wanted to learn from him? Rajkumar, who launched this brand called Tea Kingdom. How many of you want to learn from him? Type L in the chat box so that I can share the interview that I took with him sometime back. Yes, type L in the chat box, please. Tea Pranner. Rajkumar, can you make a video and audio on? Hi, Rajkumar. Thank you so much for
Hi,
joining.
sir. Awesome. Sorry, today is a little bit busy day. Yes, okay, thank you so much for joining. I mean, thank you so much for letting me join the. One minute, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry? Mint Mojito. 50. Sorry for the interruption.
No problem. No problem. Thank you so much, Rajkumar, for joining us. Guys, let's all welcome Rajkumar, founder of Tea Kingdom, a member outlet recently. Let's all type welcome Rajkumar in the chat box. Yes. There are slight disturbances because he's in the outlet. Kindly bear. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for welcoming me. And I'm very happy to join this meeting. And I would like to show gratitude myself to Mr. SRK and his team that you guys are really doing great in terms of building entrepreneurship as well as partly income or whatever are the terms which in market right now, right? and and it's been a great journey with your team, Mr. SRK.
Thank you,
And
thank you, thank you so much.
I'm very happy to have be a part of that. And actually, I'm working in IT, and I was in a very keen to start something on my own. But one day I saw your 5-day workshop, and I joined that as a normal attendee. And then that enthusiasm, that hope which you and your team have given to me. Uh, right now, I'm standing in my store. I can also show you the crowd which I have here.
Awesome.
I'm not sure how to. And the crowd is full actually today.
Very nice, very nice. Type awesome in the chat box, please. How many of you really feeling it? Yes. A working professional turned
Mojito awesome.
in the front of our eyes, joined as a attendee in our workshop, and then got into the 6 months program. And he's on action, right? So I only tell you this: people take action. People who are committed, you are going to get results. Thank you so much, Rajkumar, for doing that. Now tell me, Rajkumar, people are working professionals. I've been thinking, procrastinating for a very long time to start on all of that. So how transformation happened? Please share with Rajkumar, so that it can reach a lot of people.
Yeah, sure, Sarke. I have done my MBA in 2012.
Nice.
And once we finish our MBA, we will be having the Gen 2 to start a business, right? So in the same way, it's been 12 years, the same thought process, but I couldn't be able to take it forward because of time management and our work management, right? We cannot be able to do so much in terms of when we go into job, right?
Yeah.
So even right now, I'm working in a company as in a work from home manner. And meanwhile, I have also started this with the guidance of you and your team, and I'm very happy for that. And I would like to thank you and your team for such a guidance. And it's been a great journey with your team because without them, I wouldn't be standing in my store. And I'm showing to a lot of others. And in a month of time, in 10 days, we're making some good sales as per your guidance. And Hari, Niveda, all are very good team members you have. I'm very proud of your team members.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the recognition, Rajkumar. Tell us, when you thought that you want to start a tea outlet, you would have had options to go for a franchise, right? So, why did you decide to start your own brand? What made you start?
Okay, when it comes to 1 minute, water. When it comes to your franchisee model, you need to just show them. I checked with the Tea Boy. I even checked with Anti Cafe. I even checked with a lot of other nuts to Karpati Coffee and all. In a matter of time, they will fix up the store, entire thing, whatever they want to put in, and they will give the store to you. Even manpower, they will not teaching us. We have to handle on our own. So in this class, in pre-planner class, we have to start from the scratch, right? Even from purchasing a spoon to a bottle, even from purchasing a tissue paper, fork, wooden stir, and every bit of journey to Paris is a learning for me. Because one day I will go, I will think that still wouldn't happen for us because we'll put sugar and there is no need for extra sugar sachet and wouldn't stir. But the next day I realized that that's a mistake because it's learning, day-to-day learning. And
How the
it will
system
not.
helped, Rajkumar? How the system helped you? Okay, you decided you don't want to go to a franchise. So how the system helped you to create your own brand? Did you have that confidence when you started? How it has happened today? Yeah.
The system helped me in terms of budgeting, first of all, right? So I got the entire budget to need to start the outlet, right? And then working cost, working capital, equipment, manpower required, the QSR model, cafe model, and so and so. So from that point onwards, I decided where we have to go, where we have to stand, and what we have to do in terms of work in progress. Because uh, if I shouldn't be working for a cafe model and we're launching a QSR model, right?
Correct.
Which is a complete failure. But here, like your system is like a plug and play solution only.
Nice.
Right? I implemented whatever is available already in your silver membership, and it is just took off. That's how
Very
it
nice.
is going right now.
How many of you feel this is wow? Type wow in the chat box, please. If you feel Rajkumar has really learned how to do it and is implemented the right way in front of our eyes. Yes, yes. Great job, Rajkumar. Really proud to have you in the community. Right? I especially feel that you've done everything from you've the right way, you've executed the right way. Right? That's very important to do it. Awesome. So, what will be your suggestion for people looking at Rajkumar?
My suggestion is to, as you say, generally in our talk, SRK, we shouldn't be going for a franchise model, right? Uh, help creating our own brand will lead us to learn a lot, so that we will get confident to launch more branches, right? So in a franchise model, it is not possible, because what today just want to show my store. Today I have a Partipal Alwa here,
Very
which
nice.
which will not be able to launch in franchise model,
True.
right?
Very nice.
Because they will have their own setup, they will have their own kind of agreements to not to do this, to not to do that, etc. So in that way, it is very difficult for franchise model. So I would really suggest the team members to go ahead for their own brand, which will be very helpful in terms of scaling each and everything from the furniture to the paper cups. So
Very nice.
they will learn a lot. So where to buy, where to not buy, how to not buy. So those things and all helped me a lot.
Awesome.
That's how they will learn. Yeah, it's on job training kind of thing.
Yeah, thank you, Rajkumar. How many of you find this inspiring? Type inspiring in the chat box, please, guys. You should definitely appreciate what a neat team. I went to outlet last week. I was really stuck. I looked at all of this interiors that he has done, neatly done, executed the right way. Super. What's your vision goal for the next 6 months? What's your plan? What's
Sir,
your vision for the
I
next 3 years, 5 years? Yeah.
in 3 years I would like to achieve at least 12 branches inside Chennai only, Chennai itself,
10.
and yeah, 10 outlets. And running all these outlets profitable is my the future vision, because it shouldn't be I started something and I got some early success, and I should exit out of the market. I should be remaining inside the market for more, for future
Long
and my
term.
generations as well.
Awesome. All the best, Rajkumar. Let's all type all the best, Raj, in the chat box, please. Let's all appreciate for his work. Let's all wish him success to reach the dream that he has set. Yes. So can you show us the outlet from the front once, Rajkumar, people wanted to see, and then we'll wind up the session.
Sure.
This is the frontage of the outlet. Awesome. Now you can flip your mobile. Yeah. Now it is fine. Yeah, please. Awesome. Neatly done. Super. How if you're getting a feeling that yes, I should also launch my own brand? How many of you are thinking that yes, I should involve my creativity in my brand and to launch my own brand like this, my own outlet like this? Super. There's literally an outlet tour. Yes. Awesome. Super. Here is a kick. Neatly done again. Super. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rajkumar, for joining. I wish you all the best. Let's work together and scale to multiple outlets. Let's together build a profitable business. Thank you so much for joining.
Definitely, Sagar. Thank you so much for you and your team, and for the future entrepreneurs who want to become, want to start a modern tea outlet.
Yes, yes. How have you really got motivated and inspired? A working professional turned food entrepreneur, having had his own concept. He brought that into execution with the support of myself and my team. Right? When ideas can get life only through execution. He's making around 4 lakh now. This was an earlier interview. He's making around 3.84 lakh every month. Right? So how many of you want to keep talking? How many of you wanted to keep discussing? How many of you wanted to keep thinking? Type T in the chat box, please. How many of you don't want to do this? How many of you don't want this? Type DW in the chat box, please. Let me see if I'm getting any responses. How many of you don't want this? All right. Nobody, right? All of us want to do it. All of us want to do it. Yes or no? Yes or no? Your ideas will get life only when it is executed. And no more talking, only execution. How many of you wanted to execute the right way, your own brand, and scale to multiple outlets? It is not rocket science, as I told you. You don't need intelligence, you just need common sense. How many of you wanted to do this the right way? This because a lot of people requested, I'm going to open up few slots again today. How many of you missed this in the last session? How many of you wanted to make use of this opportunity and apply? Type A in the chat box, please. Type A in the chat box, please. You can also become like Rajkumar, Pankaj, Chakravarti, Hari, Rupesh, or whoever come down for the interview in the last few sessions. You can also become one like that. Yes. Type A in the chat box, please. Let me share the details. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And it's not for everybody. It's an application-based program. We'd want to work with only few people. Got clarity on what they wanted to do. Should have extreme levels of commitment to decision makers. Yeah. The bonuses will be shared after this, so please stay connected. So mentorship program where you will get expert guidance to launch a profitable quick service food, any format like tea, coffee, milkshake, or any format or your own concept to do the right way and double your monthly income. So our mentorship, one mentorship you can launch any business model like this, like tea, coffee, chat, home-based, even a home-based business, even if you don't want to start with big investment. You can start with as low as 50,000, 1 lakh, right? This, I'm going to give it as a bonus for people who wanted to do a home-based food business. We also have another program which is included in this mentorship program, right? So it's not just restricted to one model. You can use this one mentorship and launch any business, food business. So franchise versus this mentorship, there is no franchise fee. Any number of outlets you do, there's going to be one-time fixed fee. There is no upselling from here, like maybe upfront. There is no other program apart from this, right? And multiple outlets, it's one-time fee. You're going to get dedicated operations manager. See, if you're not doing quality work, if you're not giving that support, if my team is not giving the support, if I am not available for them, will they come and talk about us in the live interview like this? Yes or no? Will they be happy enough after they start the outlet? They've been running it for so long. Can we run this business Definitely not. Definitely not. A lot of people have come down. They have been mentioning names, our team names like Hari, Nandini, all of these people. It's because of the kind of support, even if I didn't ask them, right? So there is complete handholding and guidance, lots and lots of systems to make your life easy and business easy. No royalty, no hidden charges. So there's a high-end post-launch support, not just starting a business. See, like, according to me, starting a business is easy, but running that in a profitable manner is what matters the most. When you don't get all of these benefits in the franchise thing, and that's the reason you have this option. So all business models, one time fee, unlimited potential, you can skip franchise fee, start multiple outlets your way, right? For every franchise unit, you'll have to pay the franchise fee. Here, you can launch multiple units, different brands. In case if you wanted to launch one tea brand and one milkshake brand, yes, you can do it using this, right? And it's not just videos. You're going to have knowledge, you're going to have systems, you're going to have people. So once you're in the mentorship program, you'll be assigned with one dedicated account manager where you'll have weekly calls with them, right? You'll be traveling with them. Once after the location is finalized, then you'll be having an operations manager along with you. And of course, you will have my access, right? So you'll have knowledge and the systems, also the team to support. It's not just another course, right? So all of these modules in a very detailed manner, expert sessions, not just from me, all of these experts, they have given sessions. You can have access to the complete list. Offline training, it is additional, it is optional. The entire thing is system is built around digital. It's a digital program. Anywhere in India, we have got outlets across India. Anywhere in India, you can do this. But additionally, if you want an offline training, you can come down to our facility and take up easy to implement SOPs, video SOPs. This you can get it. Sorry, location selection. So when it comes to location selection, a lot of people might have this doubt. How will these guys help us in location selection? That too digitally. Okay. So let me tell you, I'm not sure how many of you remember the session 1 where I showed you use cases of our mentees, how they select locations. Last session, Chakravarti came, right? So that location case study, I showed it. Right? It's all about data. When you come from a particular geography, you know the locality better. You know what people are consuming. But you may not be able to take a decision whether to select the location or not because you don't have experience in this industry. So you'll be sending us the videos, photographs like this, the competition tool, and then the engagement details. So we will analyze and tell you whether to go with it or not because we use multiple tools in-house, right? Like GMB, a lot. We are also coming up with an AI product, right? We keep updating ourselves because see, this kind of an option you will not get elsewhere. None of the franchise brands have this kind of a system. I can guarantee you that. They just randomly select locations. That's the reason a lot of franchise outlets they shut down. But we believe location is the king in this business. We don't want you to fail. We want you to succeed. Right? So there is a 3-step process. Accounts manager will review, operations manager will review, then I will review. Only then we will tell you go ahead with it or not. You can be anywhere in India, even abroad. You've got recently opened an outlet in Oman, Chennai cafeteria. That person also came down and met me last week. His name is Porchilambar. You can just go to our MyPreneur page where we have featured that. Right? You can also go check the recently opened outlet success stories on YouTube. Right? So you can verify all the details. But only thing is that make sure that you do it right. If not from me, you can have even a partner who's got experience in this industry or do this business as someone who knows the business. And if you're new to the business or if you have huge money, if you have huge backup, then you will definitely burn, learn, and then you implement. That is another way of learning. That's how I did it. All right. So we don't just talk, we deliver. These are use cases on how we helped mentees with location selection, making 12 lakh, 6 lakh, 3 lakhs per month, these brands. Learning modules, you'll be given access to these learning modules on a learning management system. You'll have complete access to, there is no batch specific. You get access to this, you can learn at your own convenience. So these are the modules and 150 plus vendors. I showed you all the vendors, some of the vendor list. So you will get access to these vendors. You don't need to do everything from scratch. We've already done with respect to equipments, raw materials, how to procure it from the local market, right? Handholding support to source raw materials and equipment. 70 plus actionable templates, lots and lots of templates. Wherever you have difficulties, we have a solution. when it comes to templates. Even a lot of bonus templates that you're given is worth more than the money that you have paid, right? That's the kind of value we add when it comes to this. So that's our this is our system helps. Let's say the first phase, whether you're ready with the investment. If you're ready with the investment, you can launch in the next 30, 45 days. If you're not ready with the investment, let it take 3 months or 6 months, no worries. But prepare yourself before that. So prepare your business plan, set your goal, competition analysis, menu planning. Second phase, once you're ready, start location hunting, outlet design, equipments purchase, vendor support. Third phase is where we help you launch the outlet marketing campaign, implement the No Chef Master concept. Fourth phase is where we give you post-launch support, operation support, increase your revenue, because see that's when you need a lot of support when you want to scale, when you want to increase your revenue. So these are the phases in which our system help, our team helps. So 300 plus recipes, all of this is you're going to get it today as a part of this mentorship program. And this is a team that's going to work with you. And I pay close to 36, 40 lakh in terms of salaries. You're going to get full-fledged team. I myself, I'm going to come as a virtual CEO. You're going to get an accounts manager and an operations expert. The 3 to 4 resources are going to work along with you, right? Experts. I'm not talking about just resources. Dedicated accounts manager, you'll have weekly calls with them. Every week, that person will call you for update. We would want you to take action. We will not make you sit idle. End of the day, we would want you to start and succeed, right? Personalized progress sheet, WhatsApp support, you can clarify doubts instantly, accountability and follow up. Operations manager, anything under the sun with respect to operations, we have solutions. So our team is well equipped. They're equivalent to me, right? They are with me for past 5 years, 6 years. They worked across with 500 plus outlets. That's the team that you're going to have access, right? Else they will not mention names, right? Someone who look up to them, only then they'll mention names on the interviews, right? With respect to outlet setup, inventory, SOP, manpower, and ongoing operationalities. So this is how we execute. So it is a process-driven company. Even internally, we have every single thing monitored, tracked. It's very professionally done. It's not like we take money from you and we are not answerable. We are just giving some videos to you. No, that is not going to happen. Let me tell you. That's the reason I'm mentioning all the screenshots. Why? Because you need to have trust on us, isn't it? It's my responsibility to tell you how we are going to work. Well, then you can take a decision, right? So this is how you'll be tracked. You'll be given with activities every week. You'll have to report that to the account manager. Once your location is finalized, then you will be on a group like this. If you don't pick up the call, we will send you a text like this. Can you see this? We reached out to the weekly call. You've not picked up the call, please revert. And once you're on the 5-year VAP program, VAP Plus, we will do the logo design, website design. These are the creatives, logo design that we shared to the mentees, and the progress that they will share. And after you launch, there will be calls with the operations team. Every week, there will be MOM that will be sent to you. So we are going to closely work with you, handhold you in the complete process. All right. So next level support system, hands-on training. You can come down to Chennai, as I told you, if you want, but everything is digitalized. You've got members across India who have done this. Free visit to our member outlets. If you want to visit, let's say, a person who came down, Rajkumar, if you want to visit his outlet, you can go visit his outlet. So that's a kind of community we've built. It's not just about me and my team. Meet and greet events that we organize at our office, and we are let it registered and verified. I put the GST certificate here. Why? Because a lot of fake online gurus on the internet. There are a lot of coaches whom I know, they have not done business in their life, but they are business coaches. And if you've come across people like that, they will not give you any knowledge. They will keep giving you some random gyan. They will show off as if they know everything. So much of fancy. There's no glamour in my approach. Let me be very honest. A lot of people fall for glamour. Yes or no? Yes or no? If I show my own car, a luxury car, if I show my lifestyle, people fall for it. It's not that difficult to show all that. But for me, I wanted to ensure that I genuinely give you value, 10x value. I don't need to show all that. I need to solve your problem. I want you to succeed. Right? So that's the reason we have a very transparent process. In fact, we've got an agreement, mentorship agreement. You will not find any coach in India. If you want, you go check. Who will give you mentorship agreement. If you take a franchise, they'll give you a franchise agreement because I wanted to ensure that we are transparent and whatever we commit that we should do. Right? Only if I have confidence, I can give you in writing, isn't it? You're going to get that. And you're going to get a GST bill. If you want, you can check the GST number. You can go to GST website and check whether we are filing it or not. Every month we file GST and you're going to get a GST bill from us, right? So we're here for the long term. Very important. I've been an entrepreneur for 15 years now. I'm not someone who's out of the blue become a coach. I'm an entrepreneur. Even today, I run multiple businesses. So my company is valued at 40 crore and I have other businesses as well. Right. So I can't do wrong and I don't work with that principle. Right. So these are 4 phases where you're going to learn, you're going to get handholding, you're going to launch your business. Right. As I told you, if you are ready with the investment, you can straight away launch in the next 30, 45 days. Or if you're planning to arrange money, even if it take 3 months, 6 months or 8 months, whatever, prepare yourself first. What is your model? What is your uniqueness? Why should people come down to your outlet? So clearly prepare accordingly. Week 1, week 2, week 3, we have split across all the activities. We will give you access to all those knowledge resources and people will also be there to guide you, right? What more you want? We wanted to ensure that you get value from this, you get guidance from this so that you're successful. All right. So franchises is overall cost advantage. I will never compare our system to a franchise because we are far, far more superior in terms of system, in terms of guidance, in terms of support. Right? But people obviously compare with one unit of franchise. Even if you compare for a small format like Express, you're saving 1.84 lakhs, QSR 3.86 lakhs, and Cafe 10 lakhs, and with complete transparency and your brand. Your brand. It's not, you're not building somebody else's brand. As I told you, this is in the course. This is not just another course. This is a launch plan only for serious people, only for people who are good decision makers. A lot of people, they keep discussing. A lot of people, they keep procrastinating. We don't want to work with them. We straight away reject those applications. Right? It's like you're applying to a Harvard University. I want people to have that kind of a feeling because that's when people will get serious. I've rejected people who have said, I have 50 lakh, I've got 1 crore, I want to do so much. If your intent is not good, it's like a marriage, isn't it? In a marriage, 2 people get together. Only if you are in sync, this relationship is going to happen. It's going to be long term, else it's not going to work. So you want to ensure that you work with the right set of people. All right. So let's assume even approximately the program fee is at 1 lakh. We can make 15K to 30K in terms of daily sales. 6 to 7 days of average will cover the mentorship. A lot of people think it as an expense. But I'll tell you, it is an investment. It's like an insurance for your entire outlet investment, your business investment, right? Whatever is the investment they're going to make in a mentorship, right? So there are 3 methods: do it yourself, franchise model, mentorship. But when you do it with mentorship, these are the advantages, right? You get high ROI, handholding. Every single mistake is going to cost you money. That is very important. If you can correct those things in the beginning itself, you will end up saving a lot of money, make more money. That's the reason I mentioned high ROI, 100% ownership, your own brand, high margins, freedom to test and scale. And we've got case studies, data across India. We know what works and what not works. I can guarantee that. You're coming and saying, I want to do this model. I can clearly tell you whether that will work or not. How many people in India have this clarity to tell you? Because we've got so much of data. We work with so many people with different brands, not just with franchise, not one single model. We're working with across different models, right? So RIFM members, Pankaj, Antony, Satish, Sashi, they got 125x, 34x, 50x, 65x, 22x of the investment that they've made. So it's not an expense. Again, let me tell you, it's an investment that you're going to make on your business. So why the VIP mentorship program offer 10x more value? You can go with franchise or go to a food consultant. Food consultants are basically chefs. See, I'm not complaining, but they don't know business. I've worked with multiple food consultants and I'm not happy with all the people I've worked because they don't talk business. They don't understand business. They just have fantasy for food. That's it. And franchise model, as I already told you, what are the pitfalls we have? 99% of the brands, they want to collect your franchise fee and then they want it to run. Right. So here, we are here for the long term. We are helping people to solve those problems in a very structured manner. You're not just paying for knowledge, you're getting a full scale team. You're going to get resources to work with you and a proven system. So what is not having a mentor can cost you? Wrong location, you might lose the complete investment, not just 1-2 lakhs. Bad interiors, SOPs, hiring wrong staff, work area setup. This investment will avoid lakhs and lakhs of money when it comes to trial and error losses. If you're an existing outlet owner, if you're already running, if you're struggling to meet sales, if you're struggling to scale, then we will immediately do an advanced audit once you're in the program, once you're selected, understand the gap and provide solutions to achieve profitability, because we'll have to work accordingly in a different approach for existing outlets. Don't apply for this mentorship program if you don't want to take action. If you have low level of commitment, if you're a poor decision maker, please, because let's not waste each other's time. We wanted to ensure that we work with the right set of people. So there are 3 options: 6 months, 1 year, and 5 years. Where 6 months is for one model, let's say either tea or coffee or any one model which is applicable. You'll have limited access to learning modules. Duration is 6 months. Weekly programs are included, but dedicated accounts manager is 3 months here, and offline training is for 2 sessions and 3 Zoom calls. So here in 1 year, you can learn any model. You will have access to all the QSF models like milkshake, momo, sandwiches, and stuff. Here it is for 1 year, and here the accounts manager call is for 6 months. Here 3 sessions, and it is you will have meet and greet that is included. Cloud Kitchen module, social media boost, Mudra loan project report. All of that is included, and the access is for 1 year here. And 5 years VAP plus, you have all models plus Cloud Kitchen. And if you're looking at scaling to multiple outlets, then 5 years would be preferable, because we can help you scale through franchise own outlets, all modules, and your duration is for 5 years. And you will have higher weekly progress call, offline training access. All of that is going to be on the higher side. And there are key things that I would like to highlight when it comes to 5 years VAP plus. First thing is, you've got 5 years access for one fee. You're going to get 5 years continuous access to our sources, our accounts, operations manager and stuff. The second thing is, it comes with a branding kit where we will do the logo design, we will do the website design, social media launch creatives. If you go to a branding agency, they might easily charge you 30,000-40,000 rupees for this. That is already covered. You don't have to pay us anything extra. And the third thing is, it comes with an expansion kit. Either you want to expand through own outlets or franchise. If you want to scale through franchise, we can also run ads for you on Facebook and Instagram. We have an expert team. Just the ad budget alone, you need to put. The services part, we will take care. Let's say if you go to a branding agent, the digital marketing agency, they might easily charge you 20,000-30,000 rupees minimum, even a freelancer. That is covered in the 5 years VAP plus. So 6 months, 1 year, and 5 years. All of this is worth 8 lakh, 15 lakh, and 25 lakh. But I'm going to give it at a much discounted price. And there's an add-on physical visit. If in case you need a physical visit, there's an additional fee of 10,000 plus travel and accommodation. Once for location selection, whatever the location that is shortlisted, only for the shortlisted location, one person can come, but it's not required, but it is additional. If you want, you can take it. So if you have any question, you can ask me regarding the mentorship before I open up slots, because once I open up slots, it's a first come, first served. We'll close the payment link once we get the slots. So I want people to get clarity. If you need clarity, if you have any questions, you can ask right now. Yes. 1 year is for any quick service food business. You can launch a tea, coffee, milkshake, or anything, any format. Yeah. Yeah, I will let you know the pricing shortly in the next slide. Yes. Do we have EMI options? Yes, we have EMI options like credit card EMI, debit card EMI. Will you help us in the location selection shortlisting? Yes, as I told you, you need to send us the location videos, photographs, the engagement details, competition details, We will analyze and tell you whether to go ahead with it or not. So can I take up the offline SOP training? Yes, if you want, you can come down. Offline SOP training, you can also bring your one staff to the training. That is optional, but if you want, you can come down. All the video SOP will be there, so you do not worry about it. Any other questions? If you have, you can ask me. So in case of with 1 year, if I'm not able to start, will I be able to extend? Yes, definitely. We would want you to start. So slightly, we can definitely increase the support. See, end of the day, we would want you to be successful. Yes, yes. Yes, there will be an accounts manager dedicated to you. You will have weekly calls with them. You will have an operations manager once after the location is finalized, and you can have access to me. You can fix up an appointment. We can always discuss. You can, in fact, once you join the program, you can come down to our office to meet me or my team. Yes, that is there. All right. So if there are no further questions, I can move to the next. All right. So this is special price for the next 15 minutes, 6 months diamond program. It is at a discounted price of 85K, but this is special price of 60,000, including GST. 1 year is at discounted price of 1.2 lakh, and you're going to get it at a special price, including GST at 85. And 5 years VIP plus is at 1.24 triple nine. The discounted price of 2 lakh, but you're getting it at a special price for the next 15 minutes. Now you're not going to pay the entire fee. You're going to reserve with the registration fee of 1,000 rupees. So we're going to just open up 3 slots, not more, because myself and my team's time is very limited. And 1,000 rupees will be refunded only if the application is rejected from our end. And in case your application got rejected, the last session, you can reapply after 30 days or 60 days. All right. So you can attend the program. It's one-time payment, or we can pay in EMI. Yes, you can pay in EMI. Credit card, debit card, EMI options are available. Yes. And Bajaj Finance as well. Yeah. So let me repeat, 6 months is at 59,999, 1 year is at 84,999, 5 years is 1.24,999. You're going to reserve with the registration fee of 1,000. Opening up 3 slots, the first come, first served. Once we give you the payment link, you can make the payment and type done in the chat box and get your application. You need to fill the application. Once you fill the application, our team will reach out to you in a while, shortly. Please keep your phones alert, and they will verify all the details and fix the interview. GST is 18%. It is inclusive. It is inclusive. So all the prices are inclusive of GST. So you're going to get a GST bill. It is 18% inclusive. All right. So guys, this is clear. Can we share the payment link? Is this clear? Type C if this is clear so that we can share the payment link. Yes, you can take input tax credit. Yes. If you're a business owner, you can take input tax credit, ITC. You can completely show this as an expense. Awesome. So team, can we have the link on the chat? As I told you, we're going to open up 3 slots. Once out of the 3 slots are done, we will remove the payment link. Once if they're done with the payment, type down in the chat box. All right. So upon selection, guys, the payment link is on the chat. Please use it. And if you're facing any difficulties in making the payment, if you're getting any failed payments, please let us know. My team will help you out. Upon selection, during the interview, you need to make a commitment for 15,000 on the call. EMI options, 3 months, 6 months, no cost EMI options are available. Of course, 9, 12 months options are also there. After the reservation is done, please fill the application form. Once you register, type done. Select the time slot for the interview. Our team will get in touch with you and verify all the details. Once approved, they'll fix another interview, and based on that only we'll select. So please keep your phones alert after the session. Our team will get in touch with you. Do we have EMI options? Yes, multiple EMI options: credit card, Shopsy, Bajaj Finance. What if we want to start after 6 months or 1 year? No problem. You can complete the mentorship now and begin when you're ready. We can extend the support. Can I make the payment through credit, debit, and convert into EMI? Yes, you can do it. Will I be able to start any QSR outlet? Yes, you can start tea, coffee, milkshake, or even a new concept that you're going to come up with. What will I get in? Will I get anything in return for this mentorship? Yes, you will receive a mentorship agreement. House is different from buying a franchise. You don't need to pay royalties. You can own 100% of your brand and you've got the freedom to innovate. Will I help you with real vendors, store setup, and location guidance? Yes. We're going to share verified vendors with you. Is the mentorship available in my city? See, it is a digital program anywhere in the world, I would say, right? We've got international outlet as well. It is delivered online and it is available. Right. So I'm open to take questions. If you have any question, you can put that in the chat. I myself or my team will answer. Guys who made payments, type down in the chat box and get your application. If you're getting any failed payments, please do let us know. Our team can help you out. If you're getting any failed payments, Irshad, please fill the application. Two more slots left. Two more slots left. Team, please share the application with people for making payments. I will share the bonus shortly. Team will share the bonus shortly. Okay, I've applied and got rejected. Yes, as I told you, you can reapply after 30 days. Minimum 30 days you have to wait. Any failed payments, please do let us know. A team can help you out. If you have any questions, you can put that in the chat. Please share the application, please, team, with people who have done payments. I can also show them how to book the application.